Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. 안녕하세요 친구, how are you today? God willing, everyone is well. And let's just get right into this video. 가자. Okay, so let's see, where should I start? This is going to be my cash stuffing of just my bills and my wallet, and then you guys know the rest of the money will be going to my savings challenge video, so there will be no cash stuffing of sinking funds in here. Well, there will be a couple of sinking funds actually. Let me get my binder. I'm not sure which envelope is, so I'm gonna just have both of them right here. Now that I thought about it, now that I said that, I'm like, wait a minute. Actually, there are a couple that will need to be stuffed. Okay, so let's get right into this. And I already counted my money. I know it's correct. And I always put the bad bills in the front and the good bills in the back. That way, when I go for my saving challenges, we have mostly, you know, good bills for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get straight into my wallet, and let's pull out the change that's in here. It won't be a lot of change. Yeah, it won't be a lot of change because recently, you guys, I have been using my credit card, and I've just been putting my money back onto my credit card, and I've been doing a pretty good job at doing that and excuse me, and paying myself back. So I'm gonna try and do that method and see how it works for me. I didn't do it before because I tried to do it a couple of years ago when I was cash stuffing off camera, and y'all, I couldn't keep up with it, and that's why I had debt on that card. I've transferred it since then to my Discover card, and we've paid off most of it. But I was just like, I'm not responsible enough to be doing that. But now I'm like, it's 2026, it's a new year, we're an adult, like we're grown, be disciplined. And I've been doing okay with it, and I've been being responsible. So I'm thinking I'm going to continue that method. And so I'm going to stuff this wallet with that money. But I'm carrying around my Victoria's Secret wallet, and that just has my cards and everything in it that I need. And that's that. And if I need any cash to put in there, I can just slot some cash in the back. That's usually what I've been doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. I hope you guys are doing well. So we are going to be putting $100 inside of groceries. We're going to do 150, let me see, 2 20s, a 10, and then 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count that. I never ever stuff my money like this, but because we're going to be sending the money back to the bank, basically we're going to be doing like an unstuffing back to the bank video soon. I broke my money up so that we can have the right denominations for that. Okay, so let's see. So this should be 100, 50, 70, 90. Oh, this is more than 100. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, yeah. This 10 should not be here. This 10 should be a 5. Now let's count that again. 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, and 100. Yep, that is correct. And I'm just hoping that this isn't so bulky that it hurts my wallet, because these are kind of tight. Okay, it fit. It'll be unstuffed soon though, because I already spent this money. Actually today I did an order pickup. Y'all, my order pickups have been like so cheap, because like it'll go from $80 to $66 because I go to Kroger, and I did Kroger and Whole Foods because I want to be better with my health. And y'all know I've always been health focused. You know, I'll make sure I go for my walks. I've been prioritizing yoga, but I need to be better at watching what I eat. So if they don't have something at Kroger, I'll get it from Whole Foods. So anyway, back to my point. My point was, if you shop like online and go and pick it up curbside, you get the online discounts and coupons, but you also get, like, if you get the coupons in the mail, you can also give them your coupons when you pull up to curbside. And y'all, it saves me like 20 bucks every single time that I do that. And so it's so cool that I'm able to work with my budget the best that I can and still be able to sustain myself. So anyway, next we have gas. We have gas, and gas will be getting $40, and that's going to be in 220s. So now that's 40. And I've been thinking that if I decide to continue to do this method, I'm going to get like an A6 wallet, so that way I can put my cash in here and it won't break my envelopes. Okay, because I'll need bigger denomination, so that way when I unstuff, you know, I don't have to figure out how to break my bills. Spending is going to be getting 30. So that's going to be 120 and 2 5s. And I also already spent most of this because I want to make sure that I have some kind of exercise outside of my daily 10K steps. And so I want to do like yoga. And so I bought a yoga class. I can't speak. I bought a yoga class. And I've been to them before because the first week is free. So I think I'm going to just keep going to them. And it's not a subscription. You just pay for it. It's $18 a class. And I know some people probably think that's silly. Why not just do a subscription? And the reason why is because when you do subscriptions, you know, they usually have like annual fees. And I just don't want to save up for an annual fee. I just want to be, if I want to go that month, I'm going to save the money for it. And if I don't, then I'm just not going to go. And I don't owe anyone anything. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay, and then eating out is going to get $15, which is going to be a 5 and a 10. That's 15. And then the same is going to be for household. It's going to get $15. 5 and a 10. All right. And then buffer has nothing, and that is going to be it for my wallet. All right, so we can put this anywhere. Let's just put it right here. I don't know if that looks good or not. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into my bills binder. Bills, y'all. Bills. Okay. So for rent, we are going to be doing the usual $400. I am splitting rent with a roommate when I move. We move in February, but I'm overpaying because it's hard to explain. I feel like I explained it better in my budget with me video, but I'm overstuffing it because of some payments they may or may not come in for my utilities, and also there may be a prorate for my new apartment, so I'm just making sure we're overstuffing that. And so yes, for rent we are going to do $400, which is going to be 1, 2, and 3. 2, 4, 6. That's $360. 370. 380. Yep. 8. 90, and then 100. Yeah, and so that's why I'm breaking this up as well. I'm breaking this up so that way if my rent ends up being cheaper, I'll just have the denominations in here and it won't be spent. So this is $400 going into rent, and y'all know this is just the first half. My second paycheck will be the second half. Okay, and then electric will be getting $46. So that's 2, 4, 5, and 6. All right, electric has $46. I feel like because these videos have been so short, I haven't been really talking to you guys about like you know, the books that I've been reading and stuff, or the movies I've been watching. I saw Primate, this envelope, which is my car insurance. Car insurance will be getting 61, so that is my last 20s. Oh, it's backwards. Hold on. That's backwards. 246, and then $1. But I watched Primate, and it was okay. I feel like it was a good movie to like go and watch with someone, you know, especially if you're like on a date or something and you're like, we want to watch something. I feel like Primate is a good choice for that. But one thing I'm noticing about these new movies is that they are kind of like cut. They like cut scene, cut scene, cut scene. And they kind of miss out on the emotion of the characters and the character development and like the I don't know how to explain it, like the humanity of the character. Like, we don't really get to get in depth with the characters. It's just like, boom, this happens, and boom, that happens, and boom, this happens, and boom, like, that's it. I don't want to spoil Primate for anybody, so I'm trying not to explain the story, but it's just like, it didn't really go into detail. Like, in the beginning of the movie, there's two sisters. The younger sister was mad at the older sister because she left her for a very long time, and they got over it. You know, they laugh about it, but they never explained where she went, why she was there, why did she leave for so long. The movie never goes into that. It's just like they were upset at her for something, and we as the watchers do not get to understand why she's upset. We just don't get to understand that. Or like the female lead character, she has like a crush on the guy character, but they never expand on that. They never explore that. We never get to get any emotion of what's their relationship to each other, to where she likes him but he doesn't like her. Like, they never get into any of that. And then for me, I'm not going to spoil it, but for me, I feel like the lead female character and her best friend, I think her best friend had a crush on her. I think that her best friend liked her more than just a friend. It was kind of given, like, there were some scenes that kind of gave this nuance of like she liked her more than just a friend, but the movie doesn't expand on anything. It just goes straight into like a killer monkey. I mean, we all know it's a horror movie, so yeah, it's a killer monkey, right? I'm not spoiling anything by saying that, but it doesn't really touch into the characters to make us feel bad when they pass away. When they when people, you know, die in the movie, we don't really feel anything towards it because we didn't get any character development or character arcs or anything. So it's not a bad movie, but it's just kind of like a fun little thriller you watch to like pass time, or if you're with your friends, you know, you want to watch something that's just kind of fun to watch. There's no depth to the movie. I'm just gonna say that. Anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, but I do like to talk to you guys about what I'm watching and things like that, and how I feel about it. So for car insurance, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 121, 2, 3, and 4. I think this is over. No, 124. Hold on. My car insurance. Yeah, it's over by like a couple of dollars, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll leave it in there. Nothing wrong with being over. Okay, and then my car loan is going to get 119. So that's my last 100. 10, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this should be 110, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. All right. And that is that. And then, y'all, I'm still reading. Okay. My phone bill is going to get 20, and that's going to kick that off because y'all know I am missing a 20. Hold on. Uh-oh. Did somebody get something they weren't supposed to get? 1, 2, that's 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. That's 400. And it was correct. I think I messed up somewhere. And if that's the case, I may just have to come back. I'll come back to that and figure, because it's probably in my wallet. Actually, I'm gonna look in my wallet while I'm talking to y'all, if that's okay. So yeah, so I'm still reading King of Sloth by Anna Huang, and y'all, I have been reading that book for a long time, and I feel like it's because, first of all, I'm kind of booked out. That's what I call it. I call it booked out when I'm like, I've read so many books that I kind of just need a break. I call it booked out. Like, I just cannot read anymore because I'm just kind of like, okay, I need a break. But also, I feel like the book is just kind of boring me a little bit. Her books never bore me, y'all. Like, but this one is like, actually, I'm going to say a couple of them. A couple of them kind of bore me when they get too much into like the business side of things. I don't really care. I'm not... And I'm glad she goes into detail, because that makes sense. It makes sense for her to go into detail to make sure things make sense. You know, you can't just be writing a book and just slapping it together, right? So I'm not faulting her for that, but I'm just saying, for me personally, when they start talking about the business stuff and the blueprints and the money and the Wall Street, y'all, I just kind of clock out. I'm like, oh my God, I don't care. And so I'm in a chapter of the book right now where it's kind of where the character is the male lead character is setting up a business. He wants to open his own bar, but he needs, you know, to put it together. He needs people to help him to put it together. You know, he needs the landlord and the make sure he has the money for it. He needs the licensing and the LLC. And the book is going through all of that, but I just don't care. So it's just taking me a little bit. I have 100 pages left. It's a 400-page book. I have 100 pages left, and I'm gonna say, if you're somebody who likes Anna Huang, this book might be the one where you're just like, okay, it's easier for me to put it down. I'm a little bored. That's just me. So anyway, let me make sure I didn't mess this up. Did I mess this up? I don't know. I counted it before I started the video and it was right. So I don't know what I did, but we're moving on because I can figure it out off camera. So copay is going to be getting a 50, and this is for my chiropractor. I've already seen him for the week, so this is already needs to be unstuffed. But I'm just making sure I'm stuffing it so I can keep up with it, because I will see him again this month at the end of the month, and so I'm also going to have to make sure I stuff for that. So that's why I'm stuffing it, so I can keep up with it, because I will get lost in the sauce with all of these payments that I got to make. So my credit card my credit card will be getting 76. Actually, oh, I'm lying. My credit card will be getting 55. So that's going to be a 50 and a 5. 55. I said 76 because this gets 55 and this gets 21. Oh, I didn't know there was money in here, because I explained in my previous video that I had to use the money in here to pay off what I just told you guys, that utility bill, that back charge. I used this money to do that, and I hate that I have to do that, because this video would have been $100 and I would have been able to pay off some of my loan, but now I'm starting from scratch again. So that freaking sucks. I almost cursed. I'm like, that really sucks. So yeah, so it gets 21. Y'all, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I am missing bills. Just watch me struggle. Yeah, this got a 50. It got a... I'm trying to just make... Like, I'm not understanding. I was only... Oh, you know what? I think it was car insurance. I think I put three 20s, but car insurance should have got a 50. I think that's what's wrong. I think I should have been 50 and it should have been a 10 for 60. Yeah. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out, you guys. So car insurance should be, I don't even know, y'all. What should car insurance be? I think it's supposed to be 124, 121. So that's 100, 110, 120, 121, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, I figured it out. We figured it out together. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Forgive me. We can move on. Oh, let's go. Actually, we can go back because this needs a 20. This needs a 20. So phone bill has the 20 that I was missing. And so now we can go back here and we can put 21 in student loans. Student loans, 20 and then a 1. So now student loans has 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're starting over on this and that, but we didn't pay it off. Like, y'all, I'm more upset about that than I'm expressing, because I really want to prioritize student loan debt and making sure we're cracking down on it. And the government right now, it's being so weird, you know. That's why I want to pay it off, because everything is so wishy-washy right now. It's just like you don't know what they're going to do next. You don't know what they're going to do next with these student loans. So there are some people who are just like, oh, I'm not going to pay my student loans, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want something crazy to happen and they see that I haven't been paying my student loans and then they garnish my checks or something. You know, like, I don't want that to happen. I'm just trying to be careful. So if you don't want to pay your student loans, nobody can tell you what to do. But me, I'm going to pay my student loans. Okay? Like, that's just me. So anyway, we are done with this. But I do need to go into my high priority envelope because I want to prioritize my hair as a bill. So even though I use saving challenges for my sinking funds, like my high priority and my low priority binders, we're not doing that for my hair because I want to make sure that every 6 to 8 weeks I can get my locks retwisted, because that is very important. And so we're going to make sure that every cash stuffing, we put money in the hair envelope. But I'm not putting it in my bills binder. I'm going to keep it in my high priority binder. So we're putting $30 in hair. And that should be it for this binder. That is it. All right. Oh. And I think that's it. I pulled out both binders, but I'm sure I don't need... There's nothing else. Okay. Oh, I forgot this. Y'all, I love this binder. Like the action, like not the... I love the way I've decorated it, but I mean like the binder itself. I just love how it feels. I wish y'all could feel this binder, like I really do. And then the binder itself is from Moya, from Baddies in the Bag. So if y'all were wondering. But anyway, let me count this real quick. This should be 63. So let me see. For my saving challenges, that's 30. That's 30 and 3. That's 63. Alrighty. Yep. So we are done. We are done. I'm sorry for the chaos that is me. I am chaos. When I changed my YouTube name, I was going to change it to something with chaos in it, like chaos cashing or chaos stuffing. But I was like, don't do that, stupidness. I was like, don't do that. But I feel like my cash stuffing can be so chaotic sometimes. But we always get to the end of the rainbow, right? We always make it to the end. And everything turns out fine. By the grace of God. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I am all done, and stay tuned for my savings challenge video. And yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in my next video. 고맙습니다, 친구. 안녕히 가세요. Bye bye.